Mum. What's going on?
I am traveling.
London? Paris?
Home.
The village?
I let fear force me into making a terrible mistake.
Chisum,
Kolawole.
is it really you?
Hello, Kola.
Chisum, my old friend from Lagos.
I'll let you talk.
Man,
Yes.
why that woman stay mommy room? I not just make no big woman come out so. You be man, I know say body no be firewood, but no put time for mommy room. You like it, I no like her mommy.
Who are you? No, Kola, I say, who are you?
What's up? What's up? Mommy don't big woman come out so.
You dey play.
When that woman they come on mommy room, I know they see her.
You have no right to ask that.
Sure you don't research woman finish now. You don't see say now good woman. You dey outside now.
You have no right.
I mean, he only did what any good son would do.
What did you find out from spying on my old friend?
She's very wealthy and she's a widow. She has a daughter. That must mean she's here for something that means more to her than just money.
What do you think that is?
You, obviously.
There's the festival coming on soon. If you're around, we can go together.
That would be nice.
Mommy.
Where is my mother? I want to see my mother. Jesus!
Elder love stories are something we don't get much of in Nollywood, so on that basis alone, The Lost Days has my attention. It's a breath of fresh air. The story here follows Chisum Agu, played by Ifoma Fafunwa, who, after being declared cancer-free, embarks on a journey to reunite with Kolawole, the man she once loved, played by Bimbo Manuel, and the child she left behind. But as buried secrets come to light, she discovers that the past is far more complicated and dangerous than she ever imagined. That's one hell of a premise, as told to us by this synopsis, and compounded by what we get to see for ourselves in the trailer. A man of old clearly still has a soft spot for her, so if she really did leave him with a child to raise, the question is, why? Why did she do that? And why is he still so nice to her? Let's break down the trailer and piece it together. Maybe, just maybe, the answers are nestled somewhere in there. The trailer starts off with Chisum informing her very grown-up daughter that she's traveling. Ever precarious as the average rich daughter of a wealthy parent can be, this young lady, we'll call her Trust Fund Baby, assumes her mother is headed to London or Paris. She would have continued to list out all these top-tier destinations if her mother hadn't cut her short with a very simple answer. Home. Home means village. Village means local. Local means poor people. And this fine girl clearly doesn't do any of that. You can see it written on her face. Mama Bia says she's off to reconcile with some mistakes of the past. Mistakes, she says, were forced upon her by fear. It sounds deep and serious, but Trust Fund Baby can't be bothered. She's like, hasta la vista, mama. You're a widow now, so go do you.
Hasta la vista.
Kola is happy to see Chisum, and you can see the sparks start to fly, until his son shows up. This one is clearly the black sheep of the family, and it's not just because he has dread on or is visibly darker than his brother, played by Baja Debule. If you watch the trailer with an open eyes, you can see what I see. He is the family's resident troublemaker, and so we'll call him Black Sheep. Black Sheep chides his father, not just for bringing a lady home, but for letting her sleep in their late mom's bedroom. And honestly, I am with Black Sheep on this one. True love or not, dead or alive, some things should remain sacred and some lines are crossed. So Papa Loverboy gets no points for this, and Black Sheep, 1. Things start to progress swiftly, and Black Sheep reports Papa Loverboy to his brother, whom I assume is older. So we'll call this one Yellow Sheep, just to make things a bit more balanced. Yellow Sheep is clearly the calmer one, and I guess is also smitten by his dad's babe fast enough to take her side. He says his brother has no right to stop their dad from letting her use their mom's room. I know he wants his dad to get some, and he clearly spells it out to the old man that his old friend is obviously back for something that means more to her than just money. He's a treacherous brother, but a good son. And something about how this plays out makes me think about something that there might be an angle here. So here's the thing. Even if Yellow Sheep turns out to be Chisum's abandoned son, as the synopsis suggests, one of them definitely should be, he likely doesn't know it yet, at least at this point in the entire story. Maybe he's just playing a game to either get Chisum to invest in a business idea or to get into her good graces and maybe her pocket. But as the trailer progresses, we know that someone definitely knows something and someone is unhappy. The handwriting on the wall, all hands, all fingers, points to Black Sheep, because he's the one who has been visibly unhappy with her since she arrived. But I mean, there's a chance that Yellow Sheep could be the one behind this, or a third player we're not seeing yet. So Chisum gets kidnapped. Yes. Soft-spoken Chisum is waylaid by some unknown men. And the obvious guess is that it's for money, but who knows? Maybe something else is at play. Like I said, could be that one of the kids, the one who was abandoned, actually knows that they were abandoned. Okay, well, we'll get to know that when the full movie comes out. Things come full circle, and it is because of this kidnapping that Trust Fund Baby finds herself in the same village she did not look very pleased with when her mother first mentioned it. We see bits of Chisum in captivity, including this shot of her trying and failing to escape. And throughout this shot of the kidnap subplot, we can see that the kidnapper's face is obscured. It could be because we've already met this person in the trailer, or that when we start the film, we would know this person and, would give off a spoiler. So that's some surprises for us to unfold when we get to see the film. And it's fine. But with all these things you've seen and all we've talked about, what do you think about The Lost Days? I have thoughts. I dig what the film is going for. I love the idea of having to watch two mature people not necessarily fall in love afresh, but go through the entire how many stages does love have? What entire stages of love. It's a refreshing take on love stories, a reaffirmation that true love knows no bound and has no season. The ending, however, looks too busy for my liking. I wish we had just gotten a straight up lovey-dovey sucky drama, and that's just what this is about. Two old people trying to fall in love again with their grown-up kids in the mix. I would have just loved it was all that and we didn't have to worry about a kidnapper and finding the kidnapper, because I can just tell that this ending might be too convoluted where we get to see, because it looked convoluted here in the trailer, so I feel like the full movie will be convoluted. But yeah, let's just agree to disagree until that comes out. But yeah, that was the only thing I didn't like about it. But generally, I think this is a promising story. And if the ending does pull some surprises to, make me swallow my words, I would be happy. I would be glad if everything is tied off neatly and we have a good time with this. I mean, it's not every day you get to see this kind of story play out. The Lost Days is directed by Wingonia Ikpi and will debut on Prime Video July 11, 2025. It is a part of the First Features project lineup, the gift that keeps on giving. Will you be watching? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.